Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you all for your service and willing to continue to serve. Dr. Schmidt, this is for you. Directly, you oversee the operational testing of the next generation of weapons. And the war in Ukraine, now the conflict in Israel, the United States, we've transferred a significant amount of our personal munition stockpile to Ukraine to sustain the forces. And, of course, Israel wants our assistance also. I'm just asking, do you believe that leaves us in an untenable position where we might be stockpiling short ourselves for our national defense?
So, Senator, my understanding in the role of Director of Operational Test and Evaluation, I'd be in the position to assess any systems that we may provide to our allies and our coalition partners. I'm not sure if it would fall within my purview to deal with stockpile issues, but clearly our stockpile and making sure that those capabilities are effective and lethal are very important as well. So I would make sure to follow that.
Maybe this would be a little bit better, Doctor. In recent war games, you've probably seen the outcome of recent war games that we have, showing that basically we only have an 8-day supply if China, if we engaged.
That's correct.
Is it concerning?
Very concerning indeed, yes. Yes, Senator.
Can you produce more?
I'm sorry?
Can you produce more? Are we capable of producing more?
I'm sure, Senator, we would be capable of producing more, and my position, if confirmed, would be to make sure that whatever we produce is going to be survivable and lethal when used in combat.
Okay. Ms. Dalton, I'd like to also stay with the topic of current stocks of weapons to support allies, or replace them as rapidly as we can with our new next generation systems we're needing for our own stockpiles. Two perfect examples are the Army Tactical Missile Systems, which is the ATACMS, and the dual-purpose improved conventional munitions, which is the DPICMS. Both are due for either replacement or disposal, but it took so long for them to basically be put in to use in Ukraine. Can you explain that, or why it took so long to transfer that in?
Senator, thank you for highlighting the critical need for rejuvenating our approach to our munition stockpiles, given the multiple crises in which our allies and partners are engaged in around the world, and what that means for us going forward. I believe there's a lot of lessons learned.
No, I'm saying your input right now. If we're going to get rid of, I'll use the PICMs. We have what the ATACMS. They're like 1.2 million. If we had stockpile, we were going to get rid of them. Took us a long time to get those back into where we agreed to send X amount to Ukraine, who needs them desperately. That type of decisions, knowing what we are going to deplete in a stockpile, we're not using them, or never going to use them, rather than disposing of them, giving them to our allies who need them desperately. That's the concern. I'll give you another one. The aging unmanned aircraft like the MQ-9, the Reaper, they could be used as disposable assets to target ground ship-based Russian anti-aircraft equipment, which would allow manned Ukrainian aircraft a fighting chance. However, the request hasn't been taken seriously by the department. Has it been brought to your attention?
It has not.
Could you raise that to that level? The Reaper, as we know it, has a tremendous platform to deliver a lot of the weapons that we have available that we're not going to use, and it would help them tremendously within this. And for some reason, I've been bringing to people's attention, can't get it up to where it's a concern.
Senator, I'd be happy to look into it.
We'll give you more of that too in your people.
Thank you.
And to Dr. Erickson, I would say this. I've been bringing civilian and military leadership to West Virginia throughout my entire Senate career to highlight our academic programs, our workforce, and DOD-owned Allegheny Ballistics Laboratory. Unfortunately, the department continues to spend an awful lot of taxpayers' money and going into high-cost living areas. Ours is not a high-cost living area. And if you don't, just ask the FBI. They put their whole outfit in Clarksburg, West Virginia, and it's been the best return on investment they've ever made. So I'm asking, would you come to visit West Virginia and try to bring some of those resources to a quality of life they would enjoy and a low cost of living, which I think the department would enjoy spending less money on?
Senator Manchin, thank you for your time and getting to know you. As I mentioned during our meeting, I am committed to West Virginia. I have a mini chapter from the NSBE Junior National Society of Black Engineers that partner with me. And so I'm committed to your region. I definitely would look forward to coming to view more of the capabilities you have. We
have a lot of success stories there, and I think it would be worthwhile to take a visit to show what's being produced right now with some of these sophisticated systems that we do at the Ballistic Lab. It's really unbelievable. But also the FBI operations, I think you'd enjoy that too.
I appreciate
Thank you
that.
all. Appreciate it very much. Thank you, Senator.